Well, we're just going to introduce it and then say we have a guest today. We're going to go through some housekeeping stuff, talk about the breakup.
I'll sit silently while you do all of it.
And then we'll be like, okay, Roman. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We're recording.
Welcome back to another episode of Are You Worried, Darling? I'm Anais.
I'm Tasha.
And
today we have...
Hey, you have Roman Harris
Yeah.
on the pod. That was seamless. That was almost professional. Wow.
Yeah, we're just really good at introducing people, clearly.
We're absolute pro on this. We're very excited, though. This is our first ever guest.
I'm very excited to be here. I mean, I remember when this podcast was in its inception. Now here I am, the first guest. I'm honored. Like I got out of bed for this.
And to expect that from a man, that's a huge thing.
It's a big ask.
I'm
and it's winter.
It's dark outside. I cleared my diary. Like this is where else would I want to be?
Nowhere else.
There we go. The
confidence. You gotta sell it with confidence. First off, I just want to start off the podcast by talking about Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde have broken up.
Finally.
No. What? No one told me about this. What? Please tell me more.
I mean, I love how invested you are in this celebrity drama, but I think it's just important because a lot of the drama surrounding the movie that, feels like a movie.
Feels like a movie. It's a movie. It's a movie that feels like a movie.
Have you been working on this at home? That was good.
I've been working on this since the moment you lot told me this was gonna be the basis for your podcast. Like, you don't understand. Like, so
I feel like this is like very method actor of you, like really diving into the depths.
Anais, I want to know about the character's background.
Yeah.
I want to know what they eat, what they drink,
who they spit on.
Who they spit on. I mean, that's the most important part because, kinky.
Oh, yeah, especially if they do it in public. On Chris Pine.
But so they broke up.
They broke up, yeah. So this was like a major thing because a lot of people thought it was a PR relationship.
Yeah.
To promote the movie that feels like a movie.
Yeah.
And now they're officially like, it's like after 2 years they're done, which is ironically like after the movie's kind of out of theater.
Yeah.
It's done its thing.
It feels like maybe they were together to promote the movie.
I mean, they looked like they weren't together at the premiere. They looked like they were actively trying to avoid each other.
Yeah, that was very basically they're on the red carpet. She's like posing, and then like Harry fully turns his body away from her to avoid her. And I was like, if my boyfriend did that, if I one day when I have a boyfriend, if he's on the red carpet with me and he does that, I'm making a fuss on the red carpet.
There was like solid wingman from Gemma though, if you look at the close up, because she's got her arm around him and then she sees Olivia coming and she's like, no, not today, bitch.
So this is real then. This
happened. I feel like there should be a movie about this.
Yeah.
A movie
about the
about the drama from the movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie. It's a movie about the drama that came from the movie.
It's very meta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meta. It's very
But
very
you
meta.
know what? I think with all the practice you've been doing, there's a chance you get a role in it. So
I like the idea of it. I mean, from what I haven't seen the movie, but I don't know how many black people are in the movie. But I think that I'd like to be in there. There's one. Well, we can definitely
and apparently
double that quota.
And I was gonna say I think in the first episode I talk about how she posted on Instagram and kind of shaded the movie because she got cut from a lot of it.
Oh, geez.
But she also met like her boyfriend in the movie, so she's like, oh, at least one good thing came of this. And I was like,
they'll be broken up soon.
Who knows?
It's bound to happen.
I mean, artists, they don't last in relationships.
Why do you think the relationship came to an end between Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles? What do you think it was?
Contract. I'm just kidding. What's reported is that he's touring, and I have tickets, and I need someone to come with me.
Oh, wow. invitation. That's the
You're just throwing that out to anyone listening.
Well, any cute guys listening. Well, any cool people, actually. If anyone wants to be friends.
Yeah,
World Cup is also happening.
World Cup's happening. Someone scored.
I feel like it's Portugal.
I hope you all know also, this is, I could be watching that, but this is how much you lot, this is how highly I rate this pod.
Yeah.
I have Ronaldo making history tonight, but this is where I am.
Making history?
I imagine he would be.
You're making history by being on the pod.
This is so true. You know what? I need to remember my place.
So this is actually a perfect opportunity to jump into Are You Worried, Darling?
I'm always worried, darling. I can't even tell you a moment that I'm not.
That's relatable.
Just living on the edge all the time.
I'm just a walking ball of anxiety. No, am I worried?
And if so, what are you worried about? Because
am I worried? I'm worried. I'm worried about my life direction.
Oh my God, I feel like that's in my bones too.
Oh no, I mean, like if it's in both of our bones, oh gosh, it's that's not a.
So tell me, what worries you about where your life is going?
You know, sometimes when you wake up in the morning and you think to yourself, "Am I really gonna do this again?"
Yeah. It's when I go to my barista job, I'm like, am I really gonna deal with people?
Oh, you don't work for Starbucks, do you?
No, I used to.
Really?
But I work at an independent shop now.
Can I just ask? This is really random. If you were in Starbucks, right, and one person was in the shop, only one person,
yeah,
right, and
no one else is sitting there.
No one else, just one person is only one customer, and they walk up to you and they say, "Can I please have an extra hot decaf cappuccino?"
Yeah.
Would you ask them for their name? No one else.
Maybe if I'm like sluggish and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just on like, because sometimes I'll just be on kind of that like train of just I'm just doing.
Autopilot.
Yeah. I'm just doing the thing. So I might just be like, "What's your?" and then be like, "That's a," like in my brain go like, "That was a dumb thing to ask."
Yeah.
Do you ever deliberately write the wrong name?
I don't write names at my coffee shop anymore, but no, I feel like I would try to spell it, but like Starbucks is notoriously bad for spelling names. Like they've once spelled my name as Annalise, like anal ease.
I mean,
anal ease.
Maybe they just took a guess. They just spoke to you for 5 minutes and was like, "This seems accurate."
It just felt like an open invitation. Once it's on the cup, everyone's looking, you know? And I'm like, okay, we're in the middle of a mall right now. I'm in Seattle. I don't know what's going to happen. Like,
that's hilarious. That's a big mistake right there.
But I get it. Like waking up in the mornings, I woke up at 6 a.m. and I was like, what if I don't go into work today?
Yeah, like
what would happen?
Probably they probably just keep going.
Yeah. Like, am I that important? Sorry, we're getting into existential stuff.
No, I was just kidding. Okay. But yeah, I'm worried about. You know, this is a very in-depth question because it causes you to actually think like seriously about what you,
your deepest fears.
Yeah, because you see, this is the problem. You ask me a question like this, that's where I go. Whereas, and I knew this was the pod, but I didn't come with anything lighthearted. Like I should have just been like, what am I worried about? Are they gonna stop selling Haribo sometime soon? Like that's.
I mean, that is a good concern to have.
Because like gelatin is gonna run out at some point. Like you can't have gelatin forever.
Well, like what if they run out of chocolate? Wasn't that like a concern for a while that someone's gonna fact check me and be like, no, but I think there was like something like there was potentially gonna be a chocolate shortage at one point. I was like, I'm addicted to chocolate. Like I will full out say like.
What are we talking? Are we talking like milk chocolate? Are we talking white chocolate?
Not white. White chocolate. No.
Oh wow! Oh, that was a strong response.
I do not like white chocolate. It's disgusting.
Is your feeling towards white chocolate as
not
serious as that?
As aggressive? No, but I don't really like most. Chocolate.
It's so sweet and it's not really chocolate.
What is it then?
It's just like sugar. Which
I've seen sugar before, and it is. I have categorically seen what sugar looks like, and I'm telling you, it's
don't
not
test
white
Roman
chocolate.
On sugar.
I think like I like dark chocolate and I like milk chocolate.
Okay, talk to me.
Slide in my DMs later.
You got another ticket for that Harry Styles concert. Okay, so dark chocolate. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate's the best chocolate.
Well, yeah, because it's like healthy too.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they say there's health benefits. So I'm always like, okay, like I can have another bite of it, you know?
That feels like when I convince myself if I'm drinking Guinness that I'm actually being very healthy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the iron.
Yeah.
It's iron.
Well, I
Which
just
is
think
weird by the time you're on like your 20th pint and I'm like, it's just really good for me. I'm just being really healthy.
and I
right
just
now.
think like every day you gotta live like if you're gonna die, you know? Like I think like would I be happy if I died and I didn't have chocolate in my system? Like I genuinely have that thought. Like that's an intrusive thought I have, and then I go chocolate.
Wow, that's deep.
That's why I can't do diets. I'm not and also diet culture is
Yeah, I mean, like, no, you gotta live. You gotta enjoy it. So, I mean, living like you're gonna live it. You know, people talk like that. Like they say, you gotta live every day as if it's your last.
If I lived like I was gonna die, I would die.
probably die.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
If
Well-
I did all of the things that I wanted, if it was like, oh, there's now no consequences,
Yeah, no, you'd be dead. You'd
Okay.
be so dead.
that day's like,
Talk to me. What does this day look like? Because I'm scared for you now.
yeah, that day's getting out of hand like real quick.
What are you gonna do?
It's just weird.
Because now I really am worried.
Well,
about
now
it.
I'm thinking.
It's so weird. Like, I mean, I'm going Vegas like straight away.
Oh.
All of the money's coming out of my
Wait, hold
account,
on. You
even
got
if it's
24
paid.
hours, right?
Yeah,
You know that's gonna take off at least 16 of those. Just
Fine.
get in there.
yeah.
All right.
Well, to
Everything's
be-
open late, so you just go. You get an early start.
You're not gonna get. They're not giving you extra time because things are open late. You got 24 hours.
Well, no, just go. Just
The
ask
day-
my
the day
dad to
lasts
hang
until I
out.
go to bed, right? That's the rule.
My dad lives there, so you can just hit him up.
Perfect.
He has a Ferrari.
I was
so.
going to say that would save on the hotel, but again, I'm not going to be money conscious. I'm dying tomorrow. Like that,
Yeah.
that account's getting cleared out.
You know what's crazy is I feel like because you lot keep saying things and I want to know more about them, right? Because you just like I don't know if this is what you expected having a guest on to be, right? But I
No idea.
genuinely feel like you just said my dad has a Ferrari and lives in Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, because let's be honest. We know each other, but we don't really know each other.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm genuinely getting to know both of you right now. What? He's got a Ferrari and lives in Vegas.
Yeah,
What
and
does
he's a-
this man do?
He also has a dog named Ferrari.
Okay,
He
no,
named his dog Ferrari.
Yeah. He
I
also
don't
had
know why
a.
that's more shocking to me than owning the Ferrari.
But then he also
not
had a
very
robot
creative.
dog beforehand, just because he didn't want to have the actual care of caring for a dog. But then his girlfriend, who's 28, Samantha. I don't
Hey,
know why I
hey,
put
hey.
her name in there.
Hey, Sam.
Hi, Sam. Thanks for the advice earlier.
Wow.
Yeah, she's cool. You know, like
what did she advise you?
Yeah,
There's
oh,
so
come
many tangents happening
Yeah,
right
like
now.
what did she?
she was just like like my purse got stolen like a couple weeks ago, and she like spoke to me about like how I'm gonna be okay in the end, and it was very sweet.
I mean, I could have told you that.
Yeah, but she like kind of you know
I
she,
mean, anyone could have told you that.
That's
so
true.
far, Samantha is not really like blowing us out of the
you know
water.
what, she's better than my dad's ex, who after they broke up ended up on OnlyFans and might be addicted to meth. So
Now that is an OnlyFans I could get down with.
I feel like your dad lives like he's going to die tomorrow.
Oh,
like, these are wild life choices to be making.
oh, I'm concerned daily for like. There was one time where he's like, "Yeah, I just bought everybody drinks last night," and I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Oh, I was just having a good night." And I was like, "Oh man, I wish I had a good enough life that I could just be buying everybody drinks all night." Like
So what
To
is
be
he?
fair, I have done that. It's not good. You wake up with a lot.
regret.
What does he do?
He's like, he has his own business and he does like marketing consultancy things.
You know what? You're just vague up in this place. I'm
Sounds like
gonna.
a front.
So yeah, it does. He works for the mob, doesn't he? He lives
He's
in
French.
Vegas. Does that mean he can't work for the mob?
I'm just saying.
I kill you.
I don't know the dwellings. I'm not supposed to, speak on the matter.
You like my French?
Keep going.
J'habite.
Ooh.
Oui.
Me too.
Je m'appelle Roman.
Salut, ça va?
Voilà.
Oh, tu es là?
This is.
Yeah,
Let's
that
move
was
on.
great.
Yep, that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
I think you should
Duolingo's must be
clip that bit. That's gonna drive a lot of traffic to your podcast.
We're just gonna get a bunch of people in France listening, being like, "Fuck off."
Really excited.
French. This is something actually that does concern me, because I'm French, right? But I have an American accent. I mean, go France in the World Cup, by the way. They're
Bold.
wow. Yeah. I know. I had to do it. But every time I see them out in public, like they'll speak French, and sometimes I'll be cool as like a barista. I'll just like say, oh, like, I'll say something in French to them, like, oh, merci, or like, but I'll say it with their the accent so they know I'm one of them. They then speak English back to me. Like, I think it's like their biggest fuck you. Like, I was just like, oh, I'm trying to relate. And like, I don't know why, but like French people do not want to relate to to others. Like, I think it's
anyone.
Well, because like I'm half French, but I guess that half is not enough.
No, it's not.
Not for the French.
I mean, I can guarantee that. I mean, like, you know, Barack Obama was half white, and even that wasn't enough for people.
We're really getting into this.
So you're half French. Take that. Yeah. They're like, you are not 100%. Well, you have a listener in Germany, though, don't you?
Yeah, I think
one person, I presume.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, which is cool. Like, what's up?
Shout out to you.
Oh, sorry, you don't know who they are?
No.
Oh, you've just looked at the data and it's just said like someone in Germany.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Yeah, I like that. So let me ask you like this: what did you envisage? Like, because you know when you said like you're gonna have a guest on, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, still chuffed to be here, right? Like, this is an honor. But then, like, what did you lot envisage?
We just want to get to know you and your deepest, darkest secrets.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding. No, we're just like, we kind of want to just like figure out what's going on. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll tell you what's going on.
And let's
I'll tell you what's going on.
Let's spill some tea. Let's spill some tea.
We know what worries.
You want to spill this terrible decaf
we know what
coffee.
worries us, and we have a good gossip. We want to hear what other people are bitching about.
Okay, you know, all right, here we go. This is something that worries me. I'm worried, right, that I might not. All right.
Okay, let's go.
All right, here we go.
Safe space.
Here we go. Safe space.
Hold our hands. It's all right.
All right, come on. Bring it in, ladies. All right. So I'm worried. Okay.
We got you.
Okay, just tell me you'll catch me if I fall, okay?
We'll catch you if you fall.
Okay. All right. I'm worried. I can't do this while I'm holding your hands. It's too weird. No.
Talks about wanking. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not.
I'm worried that I might have to start using my left hand.
Don't spit it out. Don't
spit it out. No, don't you spit it out.
I would never.
You know,
always swallow. It's more convenient.
I realized that my sense of humor is really, really dirty. Like, whenever I go to like a comedy night and someone starts talking about something dirty, like immediately I'm like all for it. And then I try and be like all sophisticated with my writing, and then I'm like, I just want to talk about something dirty. Like, that's what does it for me. You know what I mean?
I do the opposite. I feel like I'm constantly writing and just talking about wanking and sex.
Yeah, I'm always. I just think sex is always funny.
You got to talk about what you know.
I just think like as a woman experiencing sex with men, it tends to be quite a funny story.
What is it like experiencing sex with men as a woman?
Disappointing. It's actually the best way I would describe it.
That was a deep breath you took right there before going into that. It was like,
I've been waiting for this moment. Actually, genuinely, because you're a football fan.
I am.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine watching a match, right? We call it match. Yeah. Okay. I like football. I'm just like, I don't want to ruin the terminology.
That's okay.
All right, so there's a match. You're watching. Your team is about to score. Like, they are so you're like, ah! And then they don't score. Like, they could have, but they don't. They don't. And you're just like, oh, that's how it feels. That's how sex feels as a woman. You're just like, it's literally right there. Like, you could have had it in. You could have just, it was, you were a second away. You were a second away.
Had to touch it.
You had to, change the rhythm.
Oh. I feel like the worst thing that as a woman you can do in the bedroom is say, keep doing that. Because for some reason, the minute that we say that, men are like, I'm done. I am done. Thank you. That was my cue to come.
To finish.
Oh man, this is really interesting because this is like science.
They're actually
That's what everyone
scientists.
says about our podcast. Very scientific.
This is scientific. This is like biology class. This is what biology class should have been.
Honestly, I feel like I feel like sometimes I am a teacher though, because like a guy I had to tell him about aftercare today.
Oh man.
You know what aftercare is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you
That's like when you buy a product and then you say like, yeah, can I get the 2-year warranty on it? Like, you know what I mean? Just in case it breaks.
I feel like that's men asking you out after they've fucked you.
Yeah.
They don't quite understand aftercare and they're like, oh, I've got to be with you for 2 years now, right? Because I'm worried I've broken you a little bit.
Yeah. It's like, is that fine? No, it's more like I was trying to tell a guy, like, I need to cuddle after.
Yeah.
And he went, why? And I went, because it's aftercare for me. And he went, what would happen if we didn't? And I was like, I'd probably cry and have a panic attack. And he's like, why? Sex is fun. And I was like, yes, but.
I do worry. Sometimes I hear the stories that a lot of women tell me about guys that are out there. And look, by no means am I saying that I'm like some sort of like Lothario. Hey, you said it, not me. No, but like by no means. But like I feel like a lot of the relationships that are happening out there, like these guys, they just seem either like very immature or very lacking knowledge and just awareness of social cues, like and you know what I mean. It's worrying to me. Like, okay, so real talk. One of my fears, right, is that I won't have kids, right? Like that's something that I'm like a little bit scared about because when I was younger, I didn't want them. When I was younger, I was staunch like against it, and then as I've gotten older, I start to think more about like what would it be like to have a child in this world to look after, to raise, and what would it make of me to be a father? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They say sometimes don't do the thing just for the end result. Do it for what it makes of you in the process, right? So I think, man, who would I become, right? And so that's one of the things I'm scared of. But I swear, if I had a son, man, he ain't gonna be like half of these guys out. Like the stories I'm hearing, I'm like, if he came back to me and was like, yeah, Dad, and then she wanted aftercare. And I was like, but sex is fun. I'd be like, dude, get out my fucking house. Like, who are you? Like, who are you?
This is
like,
not the son I raised. And then you have like an Oscar.
When I was teaching you how to have sex with women, I told you, you better hug them afterwards. You hear me?
Where's that sex doll we've been practicing on? Which is also a real thing. Like, I know, like, this is really random, but, like, I went on TikTok once and I saw they're, like, using TikTok to play with, like, using their sex doll. Like, a couple has a sex doll, so, like, she doesn't always have to fuck him.
And they're making TikToks with it.
Yes! And its fingers go like this. Like, it doesn't, like, the fingers are, like, all, it really scares me.
That's how I like my ladies to use their fingers. Like this. All of this turns me on so much.
And also, you know, vacant face because it's not a real person.
But what are they doing with the sex doll in the TikToks?
They're like dancing with it, making jokes about it.
Can you just tell us what their handle is? Because I know everyone wants to go and check this out.
I'll figure it out. I don't remember because once I saw it, I like did a deep dive because I was like, what the fuck is this? And the more I was like, actually, I do not want this to become like a regular thing on my For You page. Like, that was something that was worrying me because I was like, that sex doll freaks me out. I think sex dolls freak me out. I'm just going to say that.
Were they treating it like a person? Because I remember watching a Channel 4 thing once and there was a guy with like 30 sex dolls, but like he named them all and like went on like had like date nights with them.
I mean, that's what every woman wants, though, isn't it? Like a man to remember their name and take them on a date.
To be fair, that is the one time that you would want to be treated like a sex doll because that sex doll got treated better than I have in most of my relationships.
Yeah, he's like cuddling it after. Yeah. He's like, I know what aftercare is.
That was like, that was literally one of the first times I was watching that documentary and I was like, oh man, you're literally treated worse than a sex doll. This is so tragic.
That's. But you know, on the note of like sex toys and stuff, I like bought a sex toy once. In fact, no, more than once. Right?
What
like
was it?
multiple sex toys. But no, I
Name one.
well, the one that I bought, I had to send it back. Right.
What happened? What'd you do?
All right. This like sex toy, right? It was sex toys for men are terrible, right? They're honest. They're a bit like something that you'd imagine a serial killer would have, right?
Yeah.
Because like this sex toy was literally a woman, right? But a section of her.
Oh, it's a
So it was
the
like
ones where like the legs are cut off and then like the stomach.
right,
Yeah.
yeah, right. So it's literally like the producer Tashi is seriously cringing right now, right? But listen, this and I got it, and I opened this package, right, and like I looked at it and I thought, I can't.
Did you try? Nope. Okay.
I looked at this thing, right, and I thought to myself, I can't for like so many different reasons, but it was like I just couldn't picture myself doing anything with cut off legs, and it was horrible.
So what happens if when you go into your son's room one day and he's got that sex toy?
Wow.
Are you gonna have a chat with him? Is that something that you just want to see and never remember again? Like,
I feel like I would not be able to address that.
no.
Yeah, you know that would be a tough one to address with your child, but then at the same time, like if I saw it and it was like ruined, right? Like if he had genuinely ripped a new arse off, right, in this thing, I genuinely have to be like, son, this is not how I showed you.
To fuck the ass.
What happened to the aftercare?
There's no amount of aftercare in the world to make up for what you've done.
Oh.
That's a good. I've never thought of it like that, but that is actually quite Jeffrey Dahmer, isn't it?
It's not,
Yeah, I
it's
never
not-
thought about it either. But then I was thinking like the thing that we were talking about that one time of like when guys look at their dicks when they fuck.
Yeah.
I've noticed the trend of like guys love to like watch it be inserted. Like they love watching themselves insert themselves in a woman. And I wonder.
Yes.
I wonder if that's what that toy does. You know what I mean? Like you're just like, oh, at least I can see myself entering. You know, so because you're not making eye contact with it. But then I guess it would
It
be
has
weird
no
when you.
eyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then it
But
must
then
be
it's
weird if you
discovered
try to,
men
and then you're
don't
like,
a lot of eye contact. Maybe that's why they don't feel the pressure.
What are you lot like with eye contact?
I love it. When I was on field, my nickname was Eye Contact. I love eye contact. Everyone goes, "What's
Is
your
that like
favorite
a
sex
separate
position?"
fetish?
No, everyone's like, "What's your favorite position?" And I say eye contact is the joke that I always say.
Yeah.
Because like, I just want them to know who they're like. I'm a petty person. I want them to know who they're fucking. What I did to my ex ones was I made him say my name every time he came because I wanted to train him.
What train him just to say your name? So like if he moved on to another relationship.
Every time he came, he'd still say your name.
Yeah.
Oh, see that's some
I don't
psychological.
I don't know if that's genius or
Psychotic.
if I should be concerned. Yeah.
I think we should just, accept it. We should accept each other.
This feels like a sexual Gone Girl moment.
I'm a cool girl.
So you like eye contact? What are you like, Tash?
I think it depends on who you're fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like if they're blind. It's not really gonna work, is it? Look at me! Look at me!
You're always looking past me.
Sometimes I feel like you look straight through me.
Then think about, what if you're really into dirty talk and the guy you're with is deaf?
Because, you know what, I can't.
I don't even know how to address that question.
We're talking about blind and eye contact. I feel like that's the next step.
I can't. Comedically, there's somewhere you can go with this, but this is gonna live on the internet forever, and I can't have my name attached.
No, but I think it would be.
Comedically you could, morally you shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it would be. I mean, it could be cool that, I don't know. Just a thought. Like, do they do sign language?
Maybe. What do you think would be a kinky sign?
Oh God, that's gonna be on the internet forever.
I've never been happier. This is being filmed.
And I should say that, like, episode 2, I said this last time, but my mom told me that my grandparents saw a clip and were concerned.
Oh.
And now I think it's just gonna be worse.
Oh man, that is these are the questions that people need to be asking.
These are the questions people need to be worried about.
Or maybe are they just worried about us?
Oh, bless.
They should be.
All right,
But
so
it depends on the person, though. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's like a one bang, and you know it's a one bang,
Yeah.
and they're like they're trying to make a lot of eye contact. In my fuckboy tendencies, in my head, I'm like, I feel like you're trying to make a connection where there isn't one. Just stop.
Right, yeah.
Stop. But like if you're actually with someone and they're not looking you in the eye at all, then it's like. Okay.
I exist.
Now you're fucking me like I'm a one bang and we've been going out for 6 months. I need you to address this.
6 months down the line, and they're just like,
Wait, but post-nut clarity. I want to talk about that too.
PNC.
Yeah. Love that. Love that you're on board. You're there.
100%.
Immediately.
I was having a conversation about this with a woman recently, and she'd never heard about it. And I
Lucky
said,
girl.
But I said this is one of the most important things for a man. But I don't know if women get it. Do you?
I'm not sure I fully understand it.
No,
you talk me through like what?
You want me to mansplain it to
I
you?
mean,
Mansplain it to me.
Okay.
We looked
Like I want you to talk about what it's like from a man's point. Like I know what it is, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like I understand it.
I mean, the best way to like explain it is kind of like, all right, this is how I always know if I like someone really. Yeah, it's like
That's brutal.
When you took a breath, I thought you were preparing yourself. You were like, we're going to get some answers today. Okay.
yeah, this is I don't want to look if this cuts deep.
No, it's just when I found out about it.
Yeah.
From TikTok. Every time I slept with my ex, or he was my boyfriend at the time. Every time he would finish, I would cover my face and be like, "Don't look at me, don't look at me."
Oh, that's not good.
Because I was just like, I don't want you to have the post-nut clarity thing and think I'm ugly for like 0.5 seconds, because some people say that's what they feel.
Oh, got ya. No, I don't think the person's ugly. I know that before I slept with him.
Oh, at least I know I'm gorgeous, so I'll be fine.
But
I know that when I'm calling the Uber. It's fine.
no. What it is once the nut happens, once like the orgasm's finished, right? If I still feel happy that you're there, then I like you.
Oh my God, that's such a thing.
Yeah.
That is such a thing. I had a guy.
I get that.
I have my friend. Actually, I'm friends with him. We slept together once, and he was like, "Yeah." Like we had a whole conversation where he's like, "I really like you as a person, but like after I slept with you, I felt kind of like okay," which is. It's not to do with me. Everything to do with, connection and vibes.
100%.
But he was like, I know what it feels like when it feels like I'm really like elated.
Yeah.
And so that's why we stayed friends. I hope he listens to this, because this is me being nice to him. I love to roast him all the time about stuff like this.
You got to keep that dick on tap. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. Just in
I'm not
case.
dealing with that post-nut clarity again. No, thank you.
I think women get that too, though, no?
That's why
Yes.
I was curious. Like, does that happen like post-orgasm, or does that just happen like after a man opens his mouth and talks? Like, what's the
I
situation?
usually cry if I don't feel good about it.
Oh, I think this is why I worry that I've definitely got fuckboy tendencies. Because if I get that, then I'll just like go to the bathroom, and I'm not gonna lie. If I come out and they're still there, I'm just like, why are you still here?
Oh wow.
Oh,
exchange-
you and I would have a very toxic relationship.
Oh, awful. Yeah, you'd be crying in bed, and I'd be like, I'd be the worst man. Like, I should be so grateful that I've got a vagina because I'd get cancelled so quickly as a man.
Yeah.
I would literally walk out and see you crying and be like, I
Wow.
didn't really sign up for this, to be honest.
Wow.
Like, this is...
Wow.
So much for aftercare.
So much,
I
yeah.
do the aftercare, but then, you do the aftercare and then you go to the toilet and then I come out and I'm like, oh, no, they're still here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And I feel like you need to communicate your feelings and what you'd like from me.
I mean, I'm fucking arsehole men, so, like, I'm more just surprised that they're still there. I'm like, this was very clearly a one bang. I've gone to the toilet, I've walked out, and I'm like, oh, you're getting comfortable. Oh,
Sounds like my dream, though.
I thought
we should switch guys.
I thought that we had an understanding that, like,
I was.
Uber
We
would
should
be outside.
switch guys because obviously,
Yeah.
I think my guys always want to leave, and then I have
Yeah.
to like emotionally manipulate them to stay
Nope.
for aftercare. It's just me being like, "Oh, you don't want to cuddle me? Interesting."
I'm getting back in bed doing did I mention I have a really early meeting tomorrow? Really, like, I don't want to wake you up. It's probably better if you go.
So I was in a conversation with some guys recently, and one of them said something that I disagreed with, right? And he said that all men are arseholes, right? And I was like,
Hashtag all men.
right? I was like, okay, but you said you've been sleeping with arsehole men, and I want to know from both of you what constitutes a arsehole man. Like,
Ooh.
what makes a guy a proper dick? What is it? And why would you still
There's
sleep
so
with
many
them?
different types.
There's different types. There's categories.
Oh wow,
There's categories. There's the one that says he wants a relationship with you,
Yeah.
pursues it, and then pulls back and gaslights you and go, I never wanted a relationship with you.
Yeah.
Are you fucking crazy? After 6 months or 2 months or how many months? Then there's the asshole guy who is a self-proclaimed asshole.
Well, you've got the classic fuckboy, right?
Yeah,
The-
he's self-proclaimed. He's proud of it.
And
he flaunts it.
and you know it is what it is.
Yeah, and so they're normally the type that I sleep with, where I'm like, you're very open that you're an arsehole and that you're only here for a one bang, which is why I'm very shocked that you're making yourself very comfortable in my flat right now.
He's been reading smut books. That's why.
It's like, this is what she wants, and I'm like, you picked the wrong girl on the wrong day. I'm gonna need you to get an Uber.
Oh, wow,
Go to
man.
Annie's.
Yeah, I can get you an Uber to someone who will want you to do this, but it's not for me.
Just take your leftovers.
Oh. So post orgasm,
Yeah.
do you have clarity as a woman? Do you feel something changes?
Well,
'Cause
if-
for men,
if we
it's very
orgasm.
much post orgasm. And no, but you see, I was talking with such confidence because, like, with me, it's like
It's a
always-
given.
It's a given.
I mean, I'm not
It's just-
surprised. You're not
it's-
in the asshole category of men.
It's
so
just what I mean. Some might disagree. Let's not run. Let's not. Let's
we
not,
start getting
not
DMs.
vote too. Let's not go too quickly now. No, no, but like, no. Real talk though. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, if it happens, do you feel somewhat different afterwards about the person? Like, is there a clarity that happens?
I'd say it's more the morning after.
It's-
If it's been a very good job, I'm not really thinking anything.
No, because we
If
can
anything, it's
go.
cleared my brain of all thoughts, and I'm just there like, am I alive? Can I feel my legs?
Oh,
I don't know what's happening.
this is.
Yeah, and then I think
And
like
then in the morning, I'll sleep on it, and then in the morning I'll be like, oh, that happened last night, and then I'll know very clearly like, I don't like that person, or like, oh, okay, there was something there.
yeah, I think to be honest, guys haven't really done great jobs recently, or ever. But
I am on behalf of those men. I am sorry.
thank you. I accept the apology. Just do better next time. To all the men out there.
You lot, listen up, fellas. Do better.
Anyways, I think like it's tough because like women when they, then they can do it after like a few like they can go round
Yeah,
2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So different types of orgasms are more exhausting than others.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
But we're pretty like we're like seconds. We're like, oh, that was great. Can we do that again?
See, this is something.
We're like caffeine.
I mean, this is I've realized this, and I am out of this game. I am
you're
not
like,
a part.
I promised you one.
I am not a part of this anymore. Like, I will do my best, and I will get you to a place. But I can't guarantee all this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's always harder the second time.
I mean, like, you know, I think 3 has been my max. 3 has been like the max.
That's really good though.
But I can't.
3's pretty good.
But you know, but it also depends on who you're having sex with, because what I have noticed is because of this is my conclusion.
Yeah.
Because of sex toys, vibrators, like all of these like contraptions. all of these.
Why can't people just have some good old fashioned dick and get on with it?
So many contraptions.
The Christian church will talk about this.
No, but I think it has desensitized like the women to a degree where it's now harder for them to have an orgasm just with
it also actually depends on how often they use it. So this is genuinely true. I went when I was in Amsterdam, I got my first ever wand, like you know, the one that you plug in the wall. Amazing, best thing I've ever bought in my life. Buy yourself one. Just all the women is the advice. It's just the advice I give to every woman.
Maybe I'll get one too.
Honestly, I've used it on my boyfriends and they also fucking love it.
Yeah, no, it's like a thing.
Everyone, just go buy one.
Yeah.
But I was in Amsterdam and I got one when I was there from a sex shop, and it was a very powerful one. And I was like, oh, this is actually like scary levels of powerful.
But, yeah.
And the woman in the shop literally told me, she was like, you can't use it on full like every day. Like she was like, you actually can't, because it will like it like basically desensitizes your clit essentially. And she was like, you'll basically just fuck yourself over and never be able to do it with anything other than that. So don't go too mad. And I was like, oh shit. Now I've got a lot of responsibility to not
Is it one of
wank
those
myself into never coming again.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Do you wonder, is it an opportunity though, if you like did that, you could just like take a break and like, it's like a reborn
that
Christian.
That is also valid, because there was a point where I was like, oh no, I've done it.
What an analogy. All right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get to a point where you've maxed out, you're a bit of an idiot, you've done something, I just want to make sure everyone at home feels everyone at home feels safe that if you've maxed out on your wand before.
Fix it. I've done it. You can fix it.
You've reset.
There was a point where I was like, you've ruined yourself for all men. And it turns out I hadn't. I just needed to stop wanking for a couple of days.
Yeah. Your clit can get back to normal.
Well, that is very reassuring information to all the listeners out there. And if you are having problems, then call 1-800-959.
Actually, just slide into Roman's DMs at this point.
No, honestly, I just told you, I don't have no multiple 2, 3. I ain't got that energy. Just stay out of my DMs. You don't want to be
Then
there.
also, it can help, though, because then you can get the toys involved in the bedroom.
That's true. But that's like...
Some men don't like that. They're a bit like...
Has a guy...
Am I not good enough?
Well, I basically had a man who... essentially said the phrase. Well, he didn't essentially say it. He said the fucking phrase. He was like, I just feel like you're trying to replace me with a machine. And I was like, if I could have done that, I wouldn't have been with you in the first place.
Oof.
We're not there yet.
We are close.
We're getting there.
But we are not there.
But they struggle with the aftercare.
Speaking of, is anyone freaked out by like AI technology advancement stuff?
In sex or in general?
In general. Like the fact that like artificial intelligence might get to a point where it's like, should we regard these as like people? You know what I mean? Like they have rights. Like at what point does it have enough? You know what I mean? Enough of a.
Is this not the basis of a lot of sci-fi films?
Yes, but it's a thing that. Ooh, yeah. Someone scored.
Is that what it's like when they just got to put a ball in the goal?
Yeah, that was like an orgasm, guys. Beautiful. Nature.
Sorry, we were trying to actually go down a scientific route.
Yeah,
I told you, my mind is filth. Like,
my mind is filth too, but I'm just thinking like that has freaked me out. Yeah. Like the idea that like my dad's like obsessed with technology, if you can tell from.
Well, he had a robot dog, so
but he's convinced that at some point we'll have like things inserted into our like temples or something that will like vibrate, and we can do phone calls. We won't actually have to have phones, and that freaks me out, to be honest.
I think that the reality is that we will head in that direction. I think things will get a bit crazy out there, and it just takes people are working on this stuff and have been working on this stuff. But I think it always comes back to what do you want? Like, what kind of life do you want to live, and how much technology do you want in your life? And right now, I feel like I've got too much. Like, even just my phone, like literally, sometimes I just touch my phone.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just reach out and just touch it. Just like, yeah. Why are you looking at me like that? Well,
I'm just confused as the motivation, like just to check that it's still there.
Yeah, that's what.
Or just to tell it that you love it. You're just like,
no, that's what I'm saying. Like the other night, I was falling asleep and my phone was charging, like next to me, and I just reached out and I was just like, "That's not right." I
think you need the touch of a woman.
That's not.
Had you just come off Pornhub and you were like, sorry, aftercare, I've got you.
I was like, oh, I got you. No. Who watches porn on their phone?
Okay.
Sorry.
What are you watching it on?
No, I just don't think. I just think phone is watching that on your watching it on your phone is like drinking the lowest like level cider. It's like, no, it's just a small
Well, I can be an addict for two things at once.
Yeah.
Feel attacked.
I think what Roman is trying to say is you suck.
Roman's trying to tell me I'm a basic bitch. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Those words would never ever leave my mouth.
And that's why he whispers it, mouths it. Then it doesn't count.
What would you watch porn on if not your phone?
Laptop?
Yeah.
Okay,
iPad.
well, my only laptop is a work laptop, so that's a terrible idea.
That would be, no.
That's like a one-way ticket to being fired.
You know what? So I was watching this show one time, and like again, sorry to bring the conversation right back to the gutter, but I was.
I feel like this is where we're gonna end up. Yeah, I think we tried, and then we just.
I mean, like you did well with the question, like, what do you think about AI? And I'm like, we both know where we're ending up after this topic.
No, because then we think about like, sex robots. Anyways.
But no, like, so this woman was like, I feel like wanking is such a strong word to use for a woman. Like, I'm kind of traditional like that. So I'm like, she was pleasuring herself.
That's kind of sexy saying it like that.
Like, it just feels aggressive. Like, that's what men do. Whereas, like, because men are like vicious.
Be vicious with your wand.
Are you vicious with the wand?
I mean, let's go back to what you were saying.
No, but what I did, so she was lying down.
Okay.
All right. And like,
was she on top?
No.
Okay,
She was just like, imagine she's lying down.
Yeah.
Right. And then she had her phone like here.
Yeah.
And her head to the side. Like, if you're listening to this is rubbish. And but that was the angle that she was watching it at, like that, right? Yeah. Whilst lying down. And I was like, oh, is that the angle that women would watch it at? Because I have only watched porn on devices, and I know the angle that I put the device. But where do you hold?
Are you straddling the device?
I'll tell you what I'm doing with the device.
Let's go.
If you want to know.
Let's hope the AI isn't present for it, but
if it's a laptop, then it's just like at a 45-degree angle like that.
Oh, we're getting technical.
Okay.
Yeah, because the angle is important.
Okay.
And then like,
is it right or left?
Left side.
Left side. Okay.
Always.
Yeah, always left side.
Okay.
Can't be right side. No,
Okay.
Always left side.
I'm picturing.
You know what?
I don't want to be. Sorry, I just want. I'm an empath.
I can send you.
It was the way that you looked away as well. Like, no, keep going. I'm picturing.
I'm drawing a mental picture. Oh, bless you. But yeah. So like, but I don't know. Like, where would you hold your phone? But you got to audibly describe it too for the people.
In my hand.
Literally, probably just like right in front of me.
Like that.
Oh wait, like that too, not landscape.
Oh no, I'd landscape it. I've even got the grip down.
Oh,
Two on the back, one each side, thumb poking out, just in case you need to fast forward, get to the good bits.
See?
No, I do it like this, I think.
But that makes the picture even smaller.
Yeah, but I've got good eyesight, okay?
Eyesight? Wow, you've gone beyond eyes. You got eyesight. You do like eye contact, so I'm not surprised.
I'm all about the eyes.
Oh man.
Yeah, the thumb's crucially got to be free to fast forward.
Yeah, of course.
A little double tap.
Yeah.
I dig that. But yeah, man. But you know, coming back to the kid thing, like I said, that's the one thing I'm worried about. Do you two want to have kids one day? Is that something you've ever thought about?
I feel like I'm undecided.
Yeah. I think like we were talking about this in the last podcast about like freezing your eggs.
Yeah.
And that
I know some friends who've done that.
Yeah, like something that I told my mom about it, and she was like, Anais, you're 26, you shouldn't worry about it. And I was like, but I feel like I should. Like, I feel like I am already, because
It's also just something on the list, like off the list, because then if you do it, you don't have to worry about it.
yeah, and I'm like single. Like, the men I'm currently pursuing are just not there ever. Like, they're always like, yeah, no, it's all right. They're just a little. They're like, oh, my job's amazing. I was like, is it? Like, I'm the comic here. Like, my job's way cooler.
Yes. Oh, the other comics are sitting right here were very quiet when you said that, because we know.
I'm just trying.
I mean, there's a reason I haven't quit my day job. Like, I know which one's more stable.
I'm not talking about stability. I'm talking about love, okay? And
those two don't go together.
I'm not sure that I can raise a baby off the love of comedy. I don't think that's going to help.
No, I just want to find myself a rich guy. I think that was what I was telling my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Is like, I need to find myself a rich guy. The only issue is like, they find me like kind of cool for like the first date. They're like, ooh, she's like okay with kind of being broke. Like, she's an actor, comic.
Free spirit.
And then they get to know me, and she's like, oh, she's just like emotionally unstable and like has like, why has she quit therapy kind of vibes.
Okay.
Oh,
maybe another goal. Right.
Either that, or they're just really proud of you for quitting therapy.
no one in England likes therapy, so like, I say no one. There are people. I know there are people, but a lot of people are like, yeah, therapy.
Well, I think number one, freeze them if you want to freeze them, right?
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Get that out of the way, because life is unpredictable. You never know.
Exactly.
And then if you really do want a rich guy, then
I'm all ears.
Oh, okay. Then you gotta step your game up.
I feel like I need to have you as like my mentor at this point.
If you want to have a rich guy, then go back to therapy.
No, don't want to.
With what money? I need his money.
You know what? You don't want a rich guy, man.
No, I don't. I think like Cher said, I want to be the rich man.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. Also, rich men just don't like me.
No, they don't. They like the idea of you at the beginning. I think a lot of people like my American accent.
It's not even like the beginning. Like, I'm like their like bit of rough. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm fun, but I'm not who you introduce to your mum. Like, that's.
Oh, I'm the one that like you get with before you meet your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I got no. This is gonna bring out a whole new side of me now, because like, I've enjoyed this pod, right? I've enjoyed the conversation, the smut talking. Yeah, like, it's a bit of me. But now you're going to bring out inspirational Roman, right?
Okay.
Like, he was, I left him at home tonight. I was like, I'm going to go and have some fun. But you ladies, yeah, I know this is a comedy podcast, right?
Get ready to cry.
But I'm telling you, No, I really do hope that, like, you don't speak this way genuinely to yourselves. Like, tell me these are jokes. Because, no.
Let's say yes. Sure.
I think it's 50-50.
Okay, the reason why is
no.
because,
Also, to be fair, when I say that, that's not how I view myself. That's how I know those men.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not all men.
Okay.
That's not how I think all men look at me. Those type of men.
Got ya.
The dickheads who like work in Chelsea in very expensive suits. They're like, oh, she's fun, but like I wouldn't take her home, and that's why they're arseholes.
Got ya.
To be clear, that's not what I think about myself.
No. Okay, that's because that's the point I wanted to get to. It's not so much about the men, but it's about I want to know genuinely like what you ladies think of yourselves, because I think you like first and foremost, like, you have to love you. You know what I mean? You have to love you, and you have to value you.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, like, you attract what you put out. You know what I mean? So it's like, I went through phases of my life where I was attracting like just the wrong type of situation. You know what I mean? Because I knew I was not the best version of myself, and so it's like that's why I heard that, and I was like, I just need to do the little bit of inspirational housekeeping.
No, it's important.
I don't want you to be. I don't want that. You know what I mean? Comedy brethren and sisterin over here. So I gotta support and make sure you are tip top. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I think it's like, you know, you hit your moments of like, so like if you're PMSing, right? Sometimes you'll be like, oh my god, am I actually? But then you snap out of it pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the day, right? Like, I've got BPD, and like I will literally wake up one day and be like, I'm a goddamn queen and no one deserves me.
Yes.
And the next day I'll hit a BPD spiral and be like, well, I'm a piece of shit.
Ain't that a delivery service? And
It's about as fucking remarkable.
I feel like you can use that. I feel
think
like there's something there.
there is something
If
there.
if that isn't a joke, you've really just.
Roman's like, you can take that one home with you.
Just remember.
I won't copyright it.
Don't ever give you anything.
Just remember where you heard it, kid. Yeah. There's more where that came from.
So we went from smart Roman to inspirational Roman to I'll lend you a joke Roman.
That's the full dimension.
Which I feel like really wraps up this podcast perfectly.
Oh, bless. This has been good fun. I'm really glad that we made this. I'm glad that you two made it happen, because the podcast wouldn't happen without the two of you having your thoughts and like dreaming up the idea. So I'm glad you went through with it. And it's been a pleasure being your first guest. I really have enjoyed it.
We have loved having you.
It was a blast. There was a lot going on, and I think
Been an emotional range.
Honestly.
This sounds like what women have said to me before. We loved having you. It's been a blast. There was a huge emotional range.
But we're ending it now.
Yep.
You've run out of time.
Yep. Heard that. Nah, it's wicked.
Oh my gosh. I feel a lot.
What a perfect way to finish that. But we're ending it now. Cut.
Cut. No, yeah, honestly, anytime you want to come back on, we'd love to have you.
Cool, next week. I'm just going to say this quickly. Just if you want to follow me at HardyHaHa. That's my Insta, TikTok, all my handles. And that's HaHa with 2 A's. And I just thought I'd throw that in there because you never know
Do it.
who might want to slide in my DM.
Hey.
I'm saying you should do it. I'm saying do it. Anyways, how should we end this?
Episode 4.
Episode 4 of Are You Worried, Darling?
I've been Tasha.
I've been Anais.
I've been Roman.
Hey, and we'll see you next week.
Lovely jubbly. Should we get a little pic before we...